So in this video, we are discussing about virtualization technology. What is meant by virtualization? Virtualization means it allows operating systems to run as application within other operating system. But what is actually it is? You can run multiple operating systems on a single computer. On one computer, you can run multiple operating systems. That means in this particular computer, you can run both Windows and Linux based operating system. Let us take Ubuntu. Or you can also run on Ubuntu, you can also install one more operating system, that is Mac OS. Okay, so this is what is called virtualization. Let's see some images so that you can have an idea. So this you can see by using virtualization, they have installed one more operating system. See here in the computer, suppose that in this particular computer, the original operating system is Windows. You can see here the original operating system is Windows. In this particular Windows, there is one particular software that is installed. Here it is installed as Hyper-V Manager. This software has been installed. So this is a virtualization software. In this virtualization software, we can install one more operating system, that is Ubuntu Linux distribution Ubuntu. Okay, that means here we can run Windows as well as Linux operating system. Both we are running at the same time. Okay, without that means in one computer you have two operating systems. So if there are any applications that belongs to Windows, those applications will be executed by Windows operating system. And if you open this particular operating system, and if there are any processes that belongs to this particular operating system, they will be executed by Ubuntu. But you can see that this particular operating system is called guest operating system, and this particular Windows operating system is called host operating system. Why? Because initially, that is, first you install Windows here, then you install Ubuntu in VMware or Hyper-V Manager software, so virtualization software. So here this particular Hyper-V is just an application, that is a program software installed on Windows. In this application, what you are doing, you are installing Ubuntu. You can see here we are installing Ubuntu. That means for Windows, this particular application, this particular Ubuntu operating system is considered, the Windows considered it as a just one more application, that is one more software running on its system. That means what actually virtualization does, virtualization allows multiple operating systems runs on a single machine, that is virtualization. Okay, so it is started, that means first the virtualization using IBM mainframes, okay, to run the processes concurrently, that is the task parallelly, in order to run multiple users using that particular computer and runs its own processes concurrently. They have used IBM mainframes, first use this particular technology. Okay, then there is something called virtual machine manager. Okay, so initially VMware has introduced a new technology that runs as an application in Windows XP. Okay, what it will do, it installs multiple copies of Windows XP or other operating system that belongs to x86 operating systems, other x86 operating systems. But how this particular VMware act as, it's just an application. Okay, now what is the host operating system? As we have seen, the host operating system will be Windows, and the guest operating systems, either that will be one operating system or multiple operating system, either they will be different operating system or same copies of Windows XP. Okay, so Here, Windows will be your host operating system and VMware acts as virtual machine manager. Now look at the term manager. Why VMware is considered as virtual machine manager? Because it manages all the resources. It manages all the resources of guest operating system, as well as it protects one guest operating system from other guest operating system. That's why VMware software, that means VMware, Hyper-V, etc., they are called virtual machine softwares. All these virtual machine applications we can call it as virtual machine manager. Okay, so how it will be done? Let's see next. Initially, this will be your RAM. Okay, so here we can initially all the hardware processes are executed on this particular one operating system kernel. Assume that it is Windows. Okay, but after installing your virtual machine manager software, that is virtual machine software, okay, this particular virtual machine manager creates three virtual machines. That means one is host operating system, other two are guest operating system. Each operating system will run its own kernel. So this is one particular operating system kernel, OS1 kernel, this is OS2 kernel, and this is OS3 kernel. So assume that this is Windows, this is Linux based Ubuntu, and this is Mac OS, Mac based operating systems. So each and every machine, virtual machine or operating system, will execute its own processes concurrently. Its own processes concurrently. Okay, so that means all the resources will be shared by all three operating systems. Okay, so what is the examples we have already discussed? That is running installing Windows on Ubuntu based operating system, or Ubuntu on Windows based operating system, or initially Windows XP that can be runs on Mac operating system. Okay, Mac OS operating system, all these are examples. Okay, and usage will be, we already discussed about usage. That is, we can run multiple operating systems on a single machine. For even for develop, you can develop different applications of different operating systems, and you can test them, and also you can debug them. Okay, so let's see some of the softwares. That is VirtualBox, Microsoft Hyper-V, and Citrix Hypervisor, QUMU, Parallel Desktop, Xen Project, and there are several other applications that are that supports virtual machines. Okay, that is virtualization techniques.